Welcome back, guys, to Phoenix Wright, Spirit of Justice, where speaking to Sarge, Dr. Buff's son, we don't know his real name just yet, back at his lab, his study, his research center. We then moved down to Khura'in village, wondering where a certain kind of glowing moss came from, encountering Pearl, who had painted a picture of a scene of the Doctor going to hide the orb, it seems. We're about to find out where the Doctor went properly now, as we press after a little bit of breaking. I'm sorry I didn't tell you before, Mr. Apollo, but I did see the Doctor last night. It's alright, just please, tell me everything you know. Of course. I was painting out here last night, when the Doctor came up to the bus stop. He was wearing a raincoat even though it wasn't raining, and a helmet with a light on it. Sounds like he was well prepared for something. I know, that's why I asked him if he was going off exploring again. Is he going spelunking? He looked startled, like he hadn't noticed me there. And then, he suddenly said, "Please don't tell anyone you saw me here." Why would he want to silence you like that? Something must have happened to spook him. And he didn't want anyone to know where he was going to hide the orb. But where could he have been going dressed like that? My best guess is a cave somewhere on Mt Mitama. I heard there's a cave there where mediums of the Khura'in tradition went to train long ago. Legend has it, there are some sort of mystical ruins in there. Mystical ruins? Sounds like the exact sort of place an archaeologist might go. Well, he is an Archie buff. Let's talk about Politician, even though we're going nowhere else. Oh, we met this weirdo earlier named Politician. Do you know anything about him? Yes, he's been campaigning a lot around here lately. And the noise he's been making has become quite a problem. People are especially upset that he's campaigning at all hours of the night and day. Oh my god, really? Can't you have some antisocial behavior to, like, order placed on him or something like that? Well, a local police should arrest him for disturbing the peace. Exactly. Unfortunately, there's little they can do because the Attition family is so powerful. Well, isn't he the proverbial pampered provincial prince? He seems pretty intent on winning here in Khura'in. Is there some special reason why? I'm not sure, but I have an idea. The spirit mediums of Khura'in once held considerable sway in the political world. Judging by his slogan, maybe that's what he's after. Great, so he's just another politician seeking powerful connections. The ability to commune with the dead gives comfort to those anxious about the future. Tiny Khura'in has preserved its independence by the Queen's power of spirit channeling. It must play a similar role in this village. Yes, even today, many here revere those with speedy Miriam blood flowing in their veins. So basically, as Politician's benefactor goes, so goes the whole village? Who is this benefactor? Who could hold this much sway over Khura'in village? Well, we should get going now, but thanks for all your help, Pearl. You're welcome, Mr. Apollo. Please take care. What'd you say we go find that cave, son? I sense that the orb might finally be within our grasp. This treasure hunt is shaping up to be the real deal. Haha, really gets the blood pumping, doesn't it? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go. And so we automatically move all the way up Mt Mitama to the cave entrance. Phew, I'm all out of breath. Ah, come on, that was nothing. And you're so much younger than me. I, don't normally get this much exercise. Need a break? No, I'm fine. Look! There's Mitama moss growing in that cave over there. This must be where the Doctor was last night. Let's take a look inside. I can't see a thing. Relax, your eyes will adjust eventually. Now, follow me. I really think we need a flashlight, Dhurke. Should have brought one along then, son. Here, use mine. Thanks. Wait, were you holding out on me? Who are you talking to, Apollo? You... Whoa! Someone just pushed me! Apollo? What the? Apollo! Ow! Are you alright, son? Yeah. Looks like someone got the drop on us. Quite literally. But who? I mean, we could have died from that fall. I don't know. But I don't think we'll be getting out the way we came in. Looks like we're in a pretty deep cave. Nothing to do but to press on, son. How can you even see in here? Come on, let's go. Hey, wait! One false step and we're dead. What in the world should we do? Wait here, go forward, or climb back up? Well, climbing could lead to you dying. You don't know where your handholds are. Waiting could lead to you dying because you don't know what's going on with the cave. What if it's a cave that fills up with seawater at night? Follow him. If he can see, he can see. I guess we keep going. There must have been some path for Dr. Puff to follow when he came to hide the orb. Right. By the way, it looks like our attacker left us with this useful parting gift. From lawyer to spelunker, how do I always get myself into these situations? We're never gonna make it out alive. I hope you know. That's a really nice thing to say. Don't tell me you're scared, son. We're just getting started. The greatest treasures are only ever found at the point of a blade or the edge of a cliff. Yeah, sure. If I'd known I'd wind up at the bottom of some dark, damp cave, I would have never taken your request, Dhurke. Save your breath, Apollo. Just keep putting one foot ahead of the other. There'd really better be a way out of here. We'll find one before you know it. You'll see. And so time passed. Still in the cave. We don't know what's going on. We've been walking for over an hour. It's like a maze in here. I couldn't get back to where we started if I wanted to. Yeah, this cave goes deeper than I thought. Wait, don't tell me there really is no way out. Well, there's a will, there's a way. Ever the optimist, aren't you? Maybe we should cut our losses while we still can. Forge ahead, turn back, or put my foot down. This is like a choose your own adventure book at this point, and like there's no like evidence to lead to a decision. There's nothing like that. In for a penny, in for a pound, they say. I don't know anymore. It's fine, guys. You could use the exercise. Let's just keep going forward. I mean, surely you're not going around in a circle, right? Surely you'd have noticed that. Maybe. Even if we were to turn back, we wouldn't make it at that wall of solid rock. Ah, there we go. See, that's a clever thought. So, I guess we keep going. How'd I get stuck wandering around in the dark cave again? It's definitely not in my job description. Listen, son. Only the truly accomplished have the luxury of being so choosy. When I was just starting out, I did everything from street performing to yak milking. And they help you become an accomplished attorney. How? It didn't, but when you need to earn a living, you'll take on any job just to survive. Say, how is your career going, by the way? Well, it's been a harrowing adventure so far, to say the least. I haven't lost yet, have I? You should probably mention that first. My first trial really put me through the ringer. And my next case had me investigating a pair of stolen panties. Maybe you should glam it above a bit more than that. And just when I was hitting my stride, this one prosecutor branded me as hair forehead. Oh, and there's this other ridiculous prosecutor who wields a samurai sword. Sounds like you've, seen quite a bit. Yes. Yes, I have. You're telling me. Listen, Apollo. I'm sorry I didn't contact you for so long. It's fine, Dhurke. What happened, happened. Careful. The ground doesn't feel as solid here. What? Ah! The cave floor's collapsing! Ah, not again! No! Maybe I just led them to their deaths by my bad choices. Uh-oh. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Hey, Apollo! Can you hear me? Dhurke? Huh. Where are we? Have we just struck gold? Whoa, what is this place? I was shocked too. These ruins look really old. It's not exactly something you'd expect to find in the middle of a cave system, that's for sure. Maybe the doctor hid the orb around here. I mean, those look like footprints over there. Son, I think our little adventure is about to pay dividends. Time to find that orb. Time to find that orb indeed. Any ideas? I wonder what this place was for before it was, well, ruins. I'm guessing it was a place for spirit mediums to perform their rites. But earthquakes and the changing landscape eventually buried it. If you're right, that would mean it hasn't been used in ages. Well, time to examine. Oh, we got a bottle down here. Of course we know what we want to examine, right in front of us. What's a plastic bottle doing here? There's seaweed stuck to it, which means it probably came from the ocean. It's possible this cavern is connected to the sea somehow. Which is a worry. Driftwood. How'd that get in here? That means the place floods, guys. By drifting on in, I assume. The only question is from where? And the fact falling down really hasn't helped us in that kind of disregarded getting out there. Disregarded getting out there? I don't even know what I'm saying. These have got to be the doctor's footprints. They match the bottoms of the boots we saw in his study. So we made it all the way down here. The water's washed most of them away, but his footprints are everywhere. Really? Because these are the only set I see. He must have been looking for something. Ah! Those prints! They're coming out of that lake. Hey, you're right! Well, that would mean Dr. Buff came walking out of the water. So we knew a separate way in, but he was very wet, remember? His coat looked like it's wet, his boot was wet, this is why the moss got into it. So that's the hole we fell through. Doesn't look like we'll be going back that way. We're lucky we survived the fall from way up there. 2 falls. Look at all the jagged rocks after all. Indeed, if that hole hadn't been above the lake, we'd be history. Still some jagged rocks in there. You passed out the moment you hit the water. Yeah, well, water's not really my thing. Or heights. This cavern is solid rock all around. Looks like we either go back through that hole, or find some other way out. Well, I'm always between a rock and a hard place. He came from the water. He's literally out that way. It's gonna be crazy to get back out there. It's a big stone ulcer. One false move and some god might come and smite us. Oh, come on. It's not all doom and gloom. I dare you to look at our surroundings and say that again, Dhurke. Ha 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 ha! You've got me there, son. Dear gods, please smite me now. And so he was smitten. This lake looks really deep. I can't even see the bottom. A bottomless lake in the depths of a mountain cave system. My blood runs cold the thought of falling in there. The water. It's salty. This lake may very well lead to the ocean. Didn't Paul mention something about the ocean? Like how it's on the other side of the mountain. Can't imagine she meant it literally. That's going to be our way out. This box looks pretty new. I'm guessing the doctor's the one who brought it down here. It's no good. It's locked tight. There's no way to open it. Doesn't look like it. There isn't even a keyhole. Which means there must be some trick to opening it. We'll have to figure it out if we want to see what's inside. That's some of what we know so far. Okay, Dhurke. The orb is almost definitely inside this box contraption that we can't open. As for this cave, there doesn't seem to be any way out. We're this close to the orb. Come now, son. Don't be like that. It's just a bit of bad luck. That's all. A bit? Murphy called. He wants his lore back. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? Ha 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 ha! How could he laugh at a time like this? We're stuck here for now, so we might as well try to open this thing. Okay, let's see what we're dealing with. Right, so the perfect time for puzzles by the look of it. Okay, so we've got... anything matches that up top at the moment? Well, we've got something that moves, kind of like a Rubik's Cube. We obviously have to line it up to certain states. The thing is covered with pictures. And hey, each section also rotates. Take a look at this, son. See the picture of a dragon battling a tiger. And this green and purple one is of a Khura'in's butterfly and a Mitama. I wonder if there are clues for figuring out how to open this box. And you so know they are. Right, anything else to examine at this point? There's a big button here. Huh, nothing happened. It appears this box uses a picture-based combination lock. We'll have to arrange the pictures on each side in the correct sequence. Let's see. There's the dragon and the tiger fight, a Khura'in's butterfly of Mitama, and a number of other pictures too. Dhurke, I was thinking, maybe we should check the evidence we've collected so far. I think we have something that just might help us open it. You read my mind, son. I think this will help us open the puzzle box. That's easy to figure out. The research notes. When dragon and tiger battle, the founder offers divine protection. When the butterfly embraces the Mitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire, only then shall the Holy Mother return. Descending upon us in all her glory, the founder bestows the greatest power. So, how do we need this to be? The founder offers divine protection when dragon and tiger battle. When the butterfly embraces the Mitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. It all looked like it was all lined up anyway, so we've got to figure out what we're doing for that. Offer thy prayers as fervent fire. Mitama motif from Khura'in's founding period is at the very top, so maybe that's something we've got to look at as well. But it's definitely this.
Take that!
Now I've just got to decipher it. Dr. Buff's research notes mention the Song of Ceremony. Maybe its lyrics and the pictures on the box correspond somehow. I think you're onto something, son. Okay, let's give it a shot. Each dial has 6 pictures, and there are 4 dials in all. And the box should open once the pictures are arranged in the right order. Funky puzzle box. Here comes justice. Oh wow, I can do half turns as well. When dragon and tiger battle. Okay. So if we're going by order of the poem, then maybe. So when the Mitama and the butterfly hold each other, right? What is the other bit here? The favor of the orb is bestowed. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire, only then shall the Holy Mother return. So something prayer-wise? So probably that one then? Oh, but there's half clicks too. Ah. Could that be it? There's prayers for the Holy Mother. That's the only image we get of that. That is like a bestowing of something, like a channeling or a spirit kind of passing. Half clicks are the things that are of import here, I'm pretty sure. And so the last note. Setting upon us in all her glory, the founder bestows the greatest power. So this is the one that's next to that then. That's this one. Well, that should be right. According to the poem, will the half-click be our goal? Completing our bingo. It opened! So this is the Founder's Orb. We did it, son. The orb is finally ours. Founder's Orb has been updated in the court record. The Khura'in's national treasure. The doctor hid it in the ruins before his untimely death. At last, the Founder's Orb is ours. And it's all thanks to you, son. Well done. Then again, I'd expect nothing less from my boy. Oh, it's no big deal. Don't sell yourself short. You may think it's nothing, but your insights and reasoning led us here. And I say that's truly impressive. I don't know about that. All those battles you fought in the courtroom have shaped you into the man you are today. And I couldn't be prouder. Will you cut it out already? Before I turn into a sun-ripened tomato? With this orb, I can finally deliver a fatal blow to the Khura'in regime. Ha 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 ha! So, how exactly do you plan on using it? You're not going to try to become a spirit medium, are you? Don't be ridiculous. I don't need a supernatural powers like that. So then, are you going to use it as a bargaining chip with Queen Khura'in? Like demanding she abolishes the Defense Culpability Act? Well, the thought had crossed my mind, but the main thing is returning this to the Kingdom of Khura'in. After all, as a sacred relic of Khura'inism, that is where it belongs. Really? That's all you wanted to do? Because my true objective has always been to find out who asked Dr. Buff to study it and why. I'm not sure I follow. I think I follow. You gotta find out who's trying to do stuff, who's, well, moving the cogs and gears behind the scenes, machinations and all that. Tell us about the orb's significance to you then. The official story is that the orb was stolen from the temple treasure room. Yeah, I heard about that on the news. They also said your group was behind the theft. That's not good. We're probably on an international most wanted list now, which has I asked how you got in the country in the first place? Let me ask you something, Apollo. Who do you think really stole the orb? I really haven't a clue. Well, I think it was one of the royals. Really? Someone from the royal family? Yeah, and I've got a pretty good idea which one it was. He knows who it is. Can I share your hunch? All I'll say at this point is this. Security is pretty tight, but the royals have unfettered access to the treasure room. Plus, they seem to be turning a blind eye to the orb's loss. But why would a member of the royal family do that? That's I haven't figured out yet. Whatever the reason, it can be good. I mean, a Khura'inese royal stealing a national treasure of such religious significance. And then pinning the crime on us, the Divine Dragons. Sounds like a conspiracy or something. I agree. And if the truth were to come to light, it would be a scandal of epic proportions. To allow a foreign national to study a treasure so sacred it's off limits to the public, it would be seen as an utter sacrilege to those who truly revere the Holy Mother. So if this would go public, support for the Khura'in regime would weaken. But that's not all. This is just a hunch. But I believe there's something even bigger here. Something that would explain why the orb was being studied in the first place. Something that would shake the kingdom of Khura'in to its very core. And I'm going to find out what. He's probably right. His intuition is usually spot on. Dhurke, why are you so bent on revolution anyway? Is it to reform the legal system in Khura'in? There's that. But I'm also doing this for my children. I want to save Nayuta. What do you mean? This is for your ears only. It's the other reason why this revolution needs to succeed. Nayuta, I never thought that our reunion would take place in a courtroom. Oh, so you've run into each other already? Yeah, but it was like he was a different person. He used to be such a kind, cheerful kid, always smiling and stuff. But now... He tried to convict Trucy for a crime she didn't even commit. Plus, he kept telling me I had a putrid mind and to let it go and move on. Has it really got him that bad? It must be Khura'in's influence. He wasn't like that when he first stepped into the courtroom. Back then, he still had a keen sense of justice. I vowed to bring the Khura'in regime down and reform the legal system. That's what he swore to do. But that was also 5 years ago. He'd been the shining star that defined dragons and our greatest hope. Wait, Nudo was a dragon? He was. But these days, he's more like Khura'in's lapdog. Talk about a complete about-face. Why would he do that? Something must have happened to him. Something that sparked a radical change. Still, I don't think he truly believes in the new path he's taken. It's not conviction that fills his heart. It's resignation and despair. I see. The only thing I know for sure is Nyuta is suffering, and he is suffering in silence. Nyuta is suffering? Yes, he knows the rightful state of Khura'in's legal system. But something forced him to bend to Khura'in's will, and is tearing him apart. But it's been 5 years. Do you really think he even still wants to reform the legal system? As long as he carries what I've taught him in his heart, I do. Dhurke's teachings, which obviously you share with Apollo, surely. A dragon never yields. That's what you always told us. That I did. It's a belief I've held since back when I was a lawyer. The dragon stands at the pinnacle of the natural world. Nothing and no one can bend its will. Which, of course, he's fallen right into another dragon philosophy, hasn't he, with the Right Anything Agency? Always believe in your client, never give up. That's why we lawyers must pursue the truth like an unyielding dragon, right? We must fight for truth to the bitter end, no matter what it takes. Dhurke and Mr. Wright. They have that much in common. They really do. And also, that probably leads to why, in a previous case, of course, Apollo ended up kind of against him, going on its own path to sort things out. And with the eye patch as well of Dhurke's design, obviously harkening back to that too. That's why I've held on to this badge, even though there are no more lawyers in Khura'in. I believe that one day our legal system will return to its former glory. And this badge here is a testament to that belief. I wonder if Nyuta still believes in what you taught us. He does. That much I'm sure of.
A dragon never yields.
I know that belief is etched deep in his heart. I bet my life on it. After all, he is my flesh and blood. This unshakable faith and confidence is what draws people to him, whether they like it or not. Even people like me. You know, I remember back when we were kids, Nyuta used to say with great pride, I have the blood of the dragon within me. Yes, and that's why I want to free him. Free him from the poisonous clutches of the Khura'in regime. So that's your other reason for starting a revolution. Yes, I need to smack some sense into that boy of mine. I mean, what else are fathers for? Ha 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 ha! I wouldn't know. Now that we have the orb, on to the next problem. Getting out of here. Well, we're not going back the way we came, that's for sure. That hole we fell through is way too high to climb back up to. Actually, I have an idea. That lake water tastes salty, which means it must connect to the ocean. Wait a second. You're not suggesting we swim our way out of here? That's exactly what I'm suggesting. But we have no idea how deep that lake goes. It's pitch black down there. Not a problem. How is that not a problem? I mean, how do you even know if there's really a passage to the ocean? Well, one of us has to try. And I'm the better swimmer. Time's a wasting. I'll be back before you know it, son. Dhurke! He's gone. I sure hope he knows what he's doing. I really hope he does as well, because if that tunnel was too long, or if there's no pockets of air, and if there's no light to show you which way you're going, it's a risk. He has to be able to measure that with being able to get back in time, or, to breathe, fresh air, oxygen, the lovely life-giving substance that we know and love. But still, it's time to end yet another episode of Spirit of Justice, as we see if Dhurke manages to make it through the tunnel next time, now that we have the Founder's Orb in hand. Bye-bye.